Okay, so well, first, Senator Mazza isn't here today, or is going to be here soon, hopefully. So we're going to start with finishing H433, the T-bill, to this morning while we wait for Senator Mazza, and then we'll fill him in what we've done. Senate Finance had one of our sections yesterday, and maybe Senator Chittenden can give us an update on what happened over in Senate Natural for the other section, which we've taken out. But if there's any comments that he wants to give, we can do that. But first, I'll let you know that I heard from the chair of Senate Finance. They went through the bill. They had one change, which was about where reports go. So, Anthea, do you just want to show where that was for the committee?
Sure thing. So Liz has posted to your committee page version 3.1. The only change from version 2.1, which is what was posted at the very end of your meeting yesterday, and version 3.1 is down in section 26, which is the PEV rate setting section, the section that you sent over to Senate Finance. They did not have a problem with the change from implement to offer, which was the recommendation by VEC that the Department of Public Service was fine with. Their addition is what I have highlighted in green, and that's in the subsection on where reports go back. So you have those update reports for January 15th of each year from 2022 until just after the implementation is required. And they're recommending that the report also go to the Senate Committee on Natural Resources and Energy, in addition to Senate Finance and Senate Transportation. So that was their only recommendation.
Oh. Well, I move we accept them.
All right.
I think that's very, I think it's a very understandable and modest change, and I think we should add the committee.
All right. Everybody agree to that? Looks like
yes. Yep.
Mhm.
Senator Chittenden, do you have anything you want to say about what Senate Natural Resources said about the Act 250 language?
Yeah, so I think the general takeaway was one, they said they'd love to take to consider this more next year. They do have serious concerns, was a direct quote that I took from Senator Bray. There was some opposition from representatives from the Vermont Natural Resources Council, as well as former Senator Snelling, who I don't know her current title, chair of Natural Resources Board. Okay, she expressed some clarifying remarks on the matter. So I think the takeaway, and I spoke offline with individuals about this, was to not put it in the T-bill this year, but it was and Michelle, you were there. If the chair would recognize Michelle, I'm sure she might offer some additional clarifying remarks. But I did make one point that these changes were really focused around in getting monies, scarce resources and attention into our roadways to address highway safety. There's no profit motive in this, and so that's why I think it's well worth considering how we can update and upgrade Act 250 to make it easier to get money into our roads to keep our streets and our highways safe. I don't know if Michelle, you have, sorry, Chair, if you want to recognize Michelle, she might have some other comments on the conversation.
So recognized.
Thank you, Senator Perchlik. Michelle Boomhauer, Vermont Agency of Transportation. Senator Chittenden's characterization of the report out from Senate Natural Resources is, I think, accurate. I think that there were several takeaways for the agency in terms of how we could improve the information that we are sharing with the committee relative to the problem we're trying to solve. And so we'll work on those through the summer. And I understand that Senator Mazza is looking forward to us working closely with the House on any Act 250 language before we come back to the Senate with it next year. And so we'll be doing that as well. And I've already reached out to the chair of House Transportation on this matter. So stay tuned. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Well, our chair is back, so I'll hand it over there. My brain was
35
short.
minutes going crazy trying to figure this all out. It wasn't my mistake. It was theirs. Okay. Thank you. Or somebody's. All right.
One thing on that, Michelle, and which I think was Senator Kitchell's comment yesterday, is that this would be good to bring to the House when you start the T-bill there. And you mentioned the Senate, but yeah, hopefully that's where.
My apologies. I meant to say working with the House closely.
Okay. And Senator Mazza, we did get one change from Senate Finance on the language about EV rates, but it was just to have the report that the Public Utility Commission and Department are writing to send it also to the Senate Natural Resources Committee.
Okay.
That was their only change. Otherwise, they were supportive.
Is that all right? Everybody agree to that? Okay,
Mhm.
okay, good. We can do that then. Put that to bed. All right. Michelle, you had something else to bring up this morning or?
Thank you, Senator Mazza. So I believe you're all familiar with the New Haven train station issue. We have to move that rail station as you received that summary last Wednesday from Trini. And we've been working closely with the town of New Haven. They've identified 3 possible locations. We have staff working with the town to prepare a Northern Borders grant application. And we believe that with the Northern Borders grant, there's the possibility of receiving a significant amount of the funds we need to relocate that station. Part of the matter with receiving the Northern Borders monies is that the town would have to own the property where the station is being relocated to. And their first option, they don't own that property currently. They're trying to figure out if they could purchase it. So we need to prepare 2 cost estimates because one location, as you saw, is just adjacent to where the station sits now on Route 7. And the other one is back, the other 2, I should say, are back in the village where the town does own the property in those 2 locations. We also are working with the town to prepare detailed cost estimates for relocation. You know, our power line's going to need to be moved, et cetera, to accommodate the move. And also the hooking up of the sewer and water and other, infrastructure that will need to go to the location. The town has identified that they want to use the facility as a visitor center / museum, and then have some, leased space on the 2nd floor for maybe offices. So things are shaping up pretty well, but we are a bit concerned that the Northern Borders grant may not cover all the costs that come to bear to make this project happen. And so the administration would like to request that the FY22 budget proposal include up to $400,000 in T-Fund resources. And it would be a similar swap out to what you've done with the other projects that you have included in the budget, where the CRISA funds would be used for maintenance, and then the maintenance monies would be used to cover these costs. The building needs to be relocated, prior to next spring. So everything is going to come together pretty quickly on this. And so that's where we stand today.
Yes, questions? Senator Perchlik.
Was there money in the current budget? There wasn't, was there? Because
No.
we didn't know, you didn't know the timeline when that budget was written. Is that right?
We did not. And so it wasn't in the original proposal. Things have been, moving at a pretty rapid pace over the past few months. So now we're just, and we're honestly not even, we're still, like I said, getting the cost estimates. So we're a little bit in the dark in terms of how much we actually will need. The cost estimates, the sort of big picture estimate that people are talking about is somewhere between $500,000 and maybe $800,000, but it's really yet to be seen. And so we're narrowing that in.
So sorry.
Go ahead, Jane, go ahead.
So your proposal, in order to have the funds to deal with this, is to make the federal state funds in the maintenance budget, move the federal up 300 and the T-Fund, 400 and reduce the T-Fund by 400.
That's correct.
And then where would, and the 400 for the train station would obviously go in what section?
So Anthea has prepared some language, and she and Chris have worked together to articulate how this would work. And if it's okay with the chair, we can
Sure,
have them
right ahead.
walk you through it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Liz, for posting that. So this is also in your email boxes, but it would be 4 changes. The first one is in the highway maintenance section, section 3, doing the reduction in state funds by 400,000, which would bring the total reduction to 5,325,000, and increasing the federal amount by that same $400,000 amount. It would then be adding a new section, a section 34, saying that in fiscal year 2022, the agency is authorized to spend up to that 400,000 in one-time transportation fund monies to provide a grant to the town of New Haven to cover a portion of the costs associated with relocating the building. The effective dates would shift from section 34 to section 35. And then the corresponding big bill language in B 1104, which is where you have the one-time transportation fund appropriations, in addition to the $6,925,000 for vehicle incentives, and that one's available in fiscal year 21 and 22 to account for the possible full drawdown of the new PEV and the incentive program for new PEVs. And then your $3 million for town highway, class 2 roadway and structures. There would be a new subdivision C, $400,000 to assist with the relocation of the New Haven train depot as determined by the Agency of Transportation in fiscal year 2022. So it wouldn't be going into the rail section of the transportation program. It would be treated the same as the other one-time transportation fund monies are being treated in 1104. And those would be your 4 changes.
I think there's a lot of interest naturally to get this station moved, and I certainly support it. I think it's something we have to do if Amtrak's going to come through. And but any comments from the committee? If
No, I would support the change and the additional language.
anybody else have anything, any other members have any concerns, just speak up, because like I said, I can't see you all. But
I'm good.
okay, thank you. All right, it sounds like a win-win. I think it's everybody's happy with that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Michelle,
Okay. Yep.
can you just tell me, when is the Northern Border Grant due?
That's due in about 3 weeks. So you probably won't see Costa Pappas much.
Oh.
He's busy.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we now?
If you give me, let's say, 4 minutes, I will get you an updated version of the strike all amendment that has the New Haven language actually incorporated into it. And then I think
Give
you
me
will be
5 or
clear.
6 or 7, whatever you need.
I think 4. I think
Okay.
you can put it 4.
All right, go right ahead. Committee, anything else you've been thinking about overnight? Keep you awake? That you wanna?
Well, I would like to mention to the committee that the Natural Resources Committee, in looking at their proposal for energy savings and how much was being allocated to weatherization and other services, actually felt that with additional staffing at the CAP agencies, that they were anticipating a higher take-up rate for Mileage Smart. And so to anticipate that eventuality, they were changing the split or the allocation to weatherization and reducing it by 500,000 to move to Mileage Smart, because they are putting positions in the community action agencies specifically to help people with financial budgeting and literacy, and trying to connect when people come in, all the different programs, whether it's the weatherization programs, depending on their income, which door they go, and then EV incentives. And their concern was that the historical trends in Mileage Smart, which have changed fairly dramatically even in the last couple of months, would result in the need for more money, and they wanted to support the greater rollout of EVs and incentives to this group of Vermonters. So I just wanted to let you know that the Natural Resources Committee made that recommendation to appropriations yesterday afternoon as part of their energy efficiency savings package.
Is that's still part of S109 or is it now separate?
S109 is getting folded into the budget.
Okay. So, but is that where, is it, if I looked for it, it would be labeled as S109 or
No,
it would be just the,
well, I can give you what we were sent for S109. S109 will not see action as a separate bill.
right.
It's going to be folded into the budget. Before we get done, I think we're going to have a number of bills folded into the budget.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let the committee know that there was a desire to, on the part of that committee, to accelerate the rollout of EVs, and they are proposing. Now, obviously, the House doesn't have it that way, and it may change. But I want to let you know that that was the proposal for that from the committee.
You must have a ton of things going in the appropriations with all the monies here and there and everything else. Oh my God. How do you keep it all separate?
Well, we are going to keep it separate. We're going to do a separate ARPA section of the budget. So every ARPA appropriation is all in one place. And for what? And it will be categorized. So yeah, it's just been incredible because the multiple funding streams and the remainder of the CRF, one-time general fund, the ARPA money, and of course, everybody is writing, how do I get access to some ARPA funds? So every organization, every entity that has a proposal has been writing or calling.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
So
Sure.
it's rapidly changing. That's why it's hard when people say, well, what's the bottom line? Well, until we finish the process, it is, you can't give a definitive answer. So I just wanted to let you know that connection was being made.
Chair Liz sent us a note about appointments to the Transportation Board. Is that something we do as a committee or?
I don't know. I saw there was some appointments made, but does that go to the Senate first? I'm trying to recall.
Yeah, they're approved,
Yeah.
but I don't think we vote on them. We only vote, they appear, I think, and then we take them up as a group
Yeah,
usually.
so it's nothing we have to address today.
No, we could just let them go if we want to support them and let them
Yeah,
go.
I think Hayward is up for re-election again, and he's been on there. And who was the other gentleman? Or I'm trying to think the other person.
It's David Cohen, Richard Bailey, and Tim Hayward. And
Yeah.
David Cohen is as chair.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has some objections, but
Well, and they're current board members, is that
Yeah.
correct?
yes, they're just up for re-election, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would suggest we take action and recommend their reappointment.
I have no problem with it unless somebody knows something. Everything all right with the folks?
No, I'm fine with it, but I'm trying to remember what the Transportation Board does.
They do the lemon law, they do appeals, they go out and do the public hearings, so
They do the appeals on the pothole damages and stuff.
Yeah,
they do
right.
that. But they do the lemon law appeals.
Right.
What did I read about Lindenville yesterday? What happened in Lindenville? What was it? Was there something I read in the paper? I'm trying to think of what it was.
I saw somebody from Newport won the Joe's Pond Ice Out.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really? I didn't see that.
Name Russ or no?
No,
Oh,
no.
They were 2 minutes. They were only 2 minutes off. I was
Really?
I was only like an hour and 20 minutes off.
No, no kidding.
Yeah, it was 4:57 on the 10th, and I had 3:33 on the 10th.
Wow, that's damn close.
How'd you pick that? Was it just a wild
Nice.
guess?
I just picked 3:33 for like 7 days in a row, and so that was just one of them.
How much did they win? How much was it?
They say it's around $5,000.
Really? Wow.
I
I
saw a
should
lot
have
of
guessed.
people. I don't know if they sold as many this year since the shops weren't open as much, but
Well, they sell them at local stores and they're.
right. But since the stores didn't have as many people, maybe they didn't sell as many, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I bought mine online.
What was it, $1 ticket or something, or?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to figure out something in Balance Bay where I can make 10% or something, you know.
Marty sells them.
Oh, Marty does, yeah.
I think it's a civic, you know.
Somebody
effort.
told me yesterday, Marty's store, he has a forklift in the basement of the store. And you can't get it out, but it's in there, and he brings the stuff upstairs from the basement. Is that? Did you hear
I
it?
guess he's got a forklift. I don't
Yeah,
know.
one of the salesmen or something said it's unique because he brings his merchandise and he lifts it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Liz, strike all amendment posted.
Would you like me to show you
Sure.
the changes or?
Sure, whatever you want. Go right ahead.
Okay,
You're in charge.
you've already seen them in that handout, and now I will just show you in the clean version.
3.1.
It'll be 4.1. So 4.1, it'll say 9:15 a.m. at the top. Okay, so you're gonna get in section 3 for highway maintenance. You'll see the number is up at the 5,325,000 for your swap. And then all the way at the end, you have your addition of the New Haven Train Depot language, and effective dates have shifted accordingly. And Chris is getting the big bill language over to Stephanie to make sure that it gets incorporated into that language.
So the train depot, is that effective? Is there a separate effective date for that?
It would be in the catch-all subsection, all other sections, so it'll take effect on July 1, 2021, and it's a
So-
fiscal year 2022 authorization.
Yeah, okay. Don't need it before then, Michelle?
Thank you for asking. No, we don't need it before then.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Anything? else? Yeah.
so you need a motion to move the T-bill favorably as amended?
I think unless someone else has any other questions or concerns, and Michelle, are there anything else you need or comment on or?
Thank you for asking, Senator Mazza. I'd like to recognize and appreciate the work of the committee, collaborating with the agency to deliver this bill, and the opportunity to be as engaged with all of you as we are able to. So thank you.
Senator Mazza was saying yesterday he doesn't like the thank yous, so no more thank yous.
I'd like to thank Senator Mazza for wearing that yellow tie today.
Oh, my God. Oh, if I
And
get.
I'd like to thank Senator Ingalls for thanking Senator Mazza.
Thank you, Senator.
If
So I
I,
like to,
if I hear one more thank you on the floor today, I'm gonna scream. Oh, my God. I'm telling you. No, gee. That was a long session last night. I was tired. I bet you were, Jane, or.
Well, you know, I have I'm very prone to migraines, and
Oh, boy.
I can tell you,
Oh.
in front of these screens, by the time I'm done, I've decided suffering from a chronic low-grade migraine just about every day.
Oh, my God. You
Oh,
must be,
God.
you got a million things going on in your head at this time.
Yeah, well, I
Wow.
can't,
You need a tall term bottle or something, you know, I just. come over this-
well, we've only got a couple more weeks.
That's right, that's right. We'll have some time off as the committee shut down anyway, so we'll
Yeah.
have, you're gonna be the one that's gonna do all the work.
So should we have a motion and
Yes.
wrap this up?
We'll do, yes, why don't we do that, and then we can chit chat for a moment. Okay, you, Senator Kitchell has made a motion. We accept the T-bill as proposed. Are we ready for a vote? Okay,
Did you have something to add, Senator Chittenden?
Nope, I was just putting a comment that I too
Oh.
have very blurry vision and I'm crediting it to all of this zooming. So I
Okay.
like,
Oh, I thought maybe it's something that we needed to add to the bill, and I just thought we better double check. All right, so I did move the bill favorably as amended.
Okay.
Do I start the roll now, Chair Mazza?
Sure. Why don't we do that? Thank you.
We need a second.
Yeah, got a second somewhere?
Second,
Okay, second, Senator Ingles.
So I'll start with myself. The clerk votes aye. Senator Ingles, how do you vote?
aye.
Senator Perchlik, how do you vote?
Aye.
Senator Kitchell, how do you vote?
Aye.
Oh,
Chair Mazza.
aye. There, look at that, Senator Chittenden. You got all ayes.
He got them all.
Okay, the vote is favorably, and okay, what we'll do now, like I said, the agency will write up of every section, some sort of brief comment that we can report on the floor, and we will section out the different sections of the bill, however you want to do that. You want to go through it now and take sections. You want to think about it and call Liz for the sections. How many sections do we have total? 20?
30 something.
You're at 35.
Okay, so however we want to do that, it's kind of difficult here on the screen, but I will give the overview of the whole bill, and then we'll break it down, and I'll yield to someone else, and someone else will yield to someone else, and then we do that. So how do you think it's workable, the best way we should do this? Just go down through this.
Does anybody have some strong suits of where they want to be?
Yeah, that's,
Well,
I'll pick the-
technically, the chair is the reporter of the bill, and then you're going to yield.
and I'll yield to, like I said, the first person will have 4 sections, or 3 sections, or 5 sections, and the second person, they yield to that person, they go to the end, and it comes back to the chair for the final comments. So
I would be more than happy to do like I think we've done before, and that is Senator Mazza does sort of the framing up and the introduction, and then I don't feel, with all that I'm going to be reporting out on the budget, I don't think
Right.
anybody wants to hear from me because I'm doing the transportation section of the budget. So can we just see if there's some logical delineations, and do we, maybe we just need to get a sheet, and then that's what we've done in the past and agree where the remaining 3 members of the committee divvy it up.
I'm going to try to call and talk to Allison Clarkson and just go over some of the issues that we have discussed and we're firm on, and I'll try to do the best I can before it's reported, because I don't want any surprises on the floor. I'll try to
Need it for us,
make that, because but I will personally talk to her and do the best I can to get across what the importance of this section is, that the stand that we've taken. Other than that, if you, like I said, however, Jane, you recommended they call Liz or talk to Liz or how you?
Vice Chair Perchlik, do you have a section? You were starting to say something.
Yeah, I would like section 2 that goes through all the kind of climate change.
Yeah, that would be good for you. Yeah, that would be good for
Yeah.
you. Well, why don't you work it out between you?
Yeah, I'm good wherever needs to be picked up. And
Dave,
Senator Chittenden, if you have a section that you like, speak up, but I'm
I'll-
good wherever I'm needed.
I'll just thank everybody at the end.
Yeah.
We'll give you the effective date and the thank you.
And he can say he lost his tolls. He lost that.
The easiest thing is to have a summary of the different headings, and then just offline, just divvy up
Yeah,
what
between,
makes
and
sense.
like I said, the agency is very good about helping you, or Anthea would. The agency usually gives you a recap in a shorter form of what that section is, and it's been very effective in the past, and I think we can do that again. Yeah, go ahead.
If it's okay, I can create a table with just like the section headings and then a name of who will.
Good. Yeah, that'd be
report
great.
those. And I can email that out and people can.
That would be helpful.
That'd be great.
Okay, I'll do that.
We'll do that. Anything else that anybody is forgetting? I don't think so. I just want to take a moment here to thank everybody. Seriously, the two new members have been fantastic, and I hope I've done the best job I can. It's a new learning experience for me, and I'm not the greatest at this stuff, but it's so much different than serving in the committee where you get the chance to go around the table, and it's very different. But we're all doing our best, and I just want to thank you for the support that you've given me, because it's been very difficult, but we worked our way through it. And but everybody's experiencing some sort of challenges this year. It's not easy. And but for the two new members, thank you for your patience. And it was very, very, very good. I'm really pleased the way it ended. And I think we got a good bill. And I don't think there's a lot of differences between the House. I think the House there's some small issues I think can be compromised and agreed on or whatever. And so with that,
It's been a great time, but I hope it's a one and done in this manner. But it worked very well. We have a good committee.
And I'll tell you, Liz is, last but not least, Liz has done a fantastic job for me and the committee. She's always there. And boy, she put up a lot of my stuff, and it's been so nice to have her every day. I make sure that there she is every morning. And so it's been, like I said, it's a new thing for a lot of us. But thank you, Liz and Michelle from the agency. You've done a very, very helpful job. And Joe Flynn's going to give you a couple hours off. I think he's going to give you some morning off so you can rest. Well, the whole crew at the agency has been, the whole crew is like always. They're very knowledgeable what they're doing, and they've been there a long time. Senator Chittenden, yes.
I just want, since we're doing thank yous, I just want to recognize Ledge Council has blown me away.
Oh yeah. Anthony,
That's all new to me as a new legislator, that I
All
just
of them,
really
yep.
appreciate their responsiveness and their patience with my new guy questions. So for whatever that's worth, they've been very
No,
helpful.
I'll tell you, we take the legislative council's there, and they're right there every day. And Thea, you're fantastic. And
The other new person, we have two members of the committee, but we have a new transportation person in joint
Right.
fiscal with
Right.
Chris Root, who replaced
Yeah.
Neil.
boy, he's right on top. Yeah.
And so for the first year, not only is Chris dealing with transportation, but he's also been assigned pensions. So you can see that the workload for Chris is much more significant, and we're lucky that he decided to come to Vermont. And I don't think we'll ask him to do the triple T study again, which determined the split between transportation and BGS on rest areas. And we measured the number of toilets, trash, and traffic. So hopefully that won't be another assignment for Chris.
Thank you, Senator Kitchell. It's been a pleasure to work with all of you. And maybe that won't be a bad project after all, because I do get a little stir crazy not leaving the house during this remote work.
Yeah, you could go out and actually count the, yeah.
Yeah, you've got a lot of finances involved in the area there with all the finances you're handling. Just put that pension plan up for a vote today so we can get it behind us, okay? I know it's a simple vote.
Easier said than done, sir.
We'll just slip it through at 1 o'clock or whatever, and it'll be over with. Oh boy, I feel sorry for the folks who work on that all the time. Oh, okay. Anything else this morning before you get your break until 1 o'clock, I guess? Well, thank you again, and we'll see you all at 1 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
You okay?
Okay. We
Holy
made it. Thank you.
smokes. Yeah, I think you deserve a candy bar. Oh wait, you don't eat sugar. You deserve a big bowl of fruit.
Go get an orange.
I'm so sorry. I know this is so additionally stressful for you.
No. I'm lucky my grandson who crossed the street He works at the auto parts store. And he come running over
I
and
know.
whatever he does, I don't know. It's
I know.
but I got on at 9:30 because I always want to get on a half hour early.
I know you,
I don't
but
know
you
why
got
it
in.
went through. I know what he
You-
did, but he punched some buttons and it was gone.
knows?
Good.
Who
That's all I
knows?
care about.
You got in and you
You
made
got
it. I
in.
mean, like of all days, I was like, ah! All right, go.
Did you make your husband breakfast yet or what?
Oh yeah, always.
Okay, all right, okay. He's doing well.
Oh yes, thank you. How's everybody in your head?
Good. We're everybody's surviving and thank God, and one day at a time.
One day at a time. This is all gonna be a bad dream, but it'll go by.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's just
I know,
so
I
many
know.
things. It's just
I
unbelievable.
know. You know what though? It'll keep you. It feels like it's gonna age you, but I think it might
Keep it young.
keep you young. Now, do you have any meetings this afternoon that you're worried about?
No, we just got the institutions. We're going to wrap up that bill today.
Okay, just want to make sure your Zoom works.
No, we're going to vote that out. I don't think there's anything this evening. I hope not. I don't see anything in this evening.
Yeah.
This is Wednesday, and I don't see anything.
Okay, well, just let me know if you need
Okay.
me to put you in touch with Delia or whatever.
All right.
But okay,